Hello people! I made a video recently, or two videos actually, and they both kind of failed. I got lazy. I'll try to put them up at some point. But thank you to all the new people that have been subscribing. I'm really happy that all of you have subscribed, and I'm love to hear from all of you. So recently, one of my friends, we'll change all the names in this story just so no one gets upset if they see this video. My friend, Derek. He likes this girl named Amber. Now, Amber and Derek are really nice to each other, but the problem is that Derek is a very innocent / naive person, and I love him and I really care about him, and he's a great person, he's a great friend, but Derek is really against drinking, or he's not really against it, he doesn't do it, which is, I'm totally fine with people that are like that. So the other day, his roommate locked him out of his room because he wanted to do things with a girl, and poor Derek couldn't get into his room for homework or to sleep, so he called his friend Amber and was like, hey, can I spend the night at your place? And she was like, sure, because she's really nice. Now, Amber has a bunch of other friends over, and instead of being like, okay, well, Derek's here, we're gonna, do whatever, they're like, I know Derek's here, he doesn't really like drinking, so we're gonna play a bunch of drinking games. Now, of course, Derek gets really, really upset, and because he's really uncomfortable with what's going on, so he decides to leave the room. Now, Amber, being the nice person she is, she goes after him after a certain period of time, I don't know what the time frame for all this is, and asks him whether or not he's okay. Derek, being the person he is, he goes ahead and tells her how he's feeling, and I think he used some words that the other people might not have liked because they heard it and they got really upset. He was talking about, I'm pretty sure, how they were like insensitive and how they should understand that he doesn't want to drink and that it makes him feel uncomfortable, and so they got upset because they thought he was like insulting them, which he wasn't. He was just uncomfortable and didn't know how to handle the situation. So after this night, all of Amber's friends are really mad at Derek because they think that Derek insulted them. So what do? They tell Derek that he needs to apologize to them. Amber tells him to. And you know what I tell Derek? I tell Derek that you can't apologize for something that you have no control over. If you have your views on something, whether it's drinking or sex or religion or whatever, you can stand up for your beliefs whether or not people agree with you. And I tell him, you apologizing to them will mean that you are not for your beliefs, and your beliefs can be pushed around and you can be pushed around, and they can use that and they can manipulate you. And in the end, he apologizes to them and says, oh, I'm sorry that I said all those things, I didn't mean it, blah blah blah, when in reality he did. They made him feel uncomfortable. So now not only are they still upset at him, although they're a little less upset because he apologized, I'm upset at him because he did that to impress a girl and not to actually make people not upset, because he's trying to get with Amber and he thought that he fucked up his chances, but he didn't. He just needed to communicate with them and tell them, oh, I'm sorry that, this made you upset, but you guys made me really uncomfortable, and I never had any intention of making you guys upset, but you guys were doing this thing that that I'm not okay with. So if you guys ever have this moment where someone is putting into question your values and you have the option of either giving in to them to make them feel comfortable or standing up for what you believe in, well, you have to feel out the situation, but stand up for what you believe in. So if you have someone telling you, oh, you are a Christian and I am a atheist person, and you are not right, and I don't know why you believe in God, and I don't know why you believe in religion, and I don't know why you believe in all these stupid things, because there's no proof. Stand up for yourself. Or if the situation is reversed where, you're an atheist and this Christian person is telling you, oh, you're wrong, or whatever, don't sit there and try to make the situation less uncomfortable. Sit there and say, hey, you know, I respect your beliefs, I respect your views, I personally don't agree with them, so why are you punishing me for something that I don't personally believe in? Like, for me, I'm personally really mad at Derek. Not for the fact that he didn't do what I wanted him to do, but for the fact that he completely ignored his values and did stuff to impress someone. If you do things to impress someone, then you are not being your honest self, and you are not doing what you should do. Do things for you and not for other people, and not to make sure that anything is less uncomfortable. But at the same time, don't go around preaching to everyone, oh, well, these are my beliefs, so you have to follow them. Like, oh, I personally believe that, you know, same-sex marriage is stupid, so I'm going to join the Westboro Baptist Church and protest at everyone's funeral. No, don't do things like that. If you personally don't believe in same-sex marriage, go, hey, I'm gonna vote against it if it comes up in the polls. If you do believe in it, go, I'm gonna vote for it in the polls. And you know what happens? Things happen, life happens, and this way you're not making the world a worse place.